so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Evelyn. Check them out today. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Peewee Arena, the Miners Memorial Building Complex for the 2021 Minnesota Hockey Peewee North Regional Tournament. This is our first semifinal game of the day between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Moorhead. Joining me here for this broadcast this morning, Jay Hildebrand again. Jay, this should be another good game here in our regional tournament.
Yeah, always fun to get some playoff hockey here late in the season. Both teams winning last night, making it to the semifinals. Moorhead looking really good late last night. You covered that game for everybody, all the Moorhead fans. And we both did the Hibbing-Chisholm game right before that, so they look good as well. Both high-scoring offenses here. Shout out to Greg as he's walking by, Greg Gargano and the coaching staff of the Hibbing team. Yeah, it'll be a fun, exciting game here tonight, or today.
Of course, the winner of this game is moving on to the championship game that will be played at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning right here at the Peewee Arena. And we'll have live coverage of that game as well as the rest of the games during this Peewee A regional tournament.
These two teams have met once before this.
Of that game as well.
These two teams have met up once before in February in the Hibbing Fairgrounds Arena, with Hibbing-Chisholm coming out with the 5-2 victory over Moorhead in a close, hard-fought battle there. So
So just about ready to get underway here in our morning semifinal.
a lot of people up bright and early this morning to watch this game. We have 80-some viewers already, so give a shout out to where you're watching from. It's always fun to know.
Moved in by the Blue Jackets, and Rewerts in front to Tate Swanson. Swanson with a chance early on in this game. Swanson back behind the net, and it's picked up by Beckerlig, trying to move it out here for the Spuds. Jackson Strukel sends it back in. Tate Swanson now back in the corner, and now moved out by the Spuds, touching it is Murray Beckerlig. Moving it out as it's sent in by Vessel with a shot on, and a big save for Hudson Ferry early in this game.
I think some of the keys to Moorhead, they got to get the puck out of the zone, got to stay in a fast-paced game with this high-powered offense team of Hibbing, and hopefully goalie for Moorhead can come up big for them. I think Hibbing's key is get the pucks on the net. They've done so all season long. They got to continue to do so.
Sent out now, intercepted in front. Braden Rewerts had a chance. Now tipped by Mason McDonald. McDonald picks it up and works it around, and defended on a play by Brady Steffen. Now Rewerts back over in the corner, picked up by Kellen Elsner. Elsner now as Avery Cutter sending it around the boards. Blue Jackets keep it in the Moorhead, and it comes out. Kellen Elsner back in his own end of the ice over to Benny Galley. Benny Galley moving it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Galley with a drive on goal. Rebound out front. Galley gets it back. Galley moving it back to Braden Rewerts. Rewerts trying to tip it back in front for Kellen Elsner, and Moorhead comes out with Tyler Gast. Now it's picked up by Elsner. Elsner moving it back in. Elsner gets control. Sending it back in for Sunvall. Sunvall moving it ahead, and it's moved back in by Jackson Strukel. 13:17 to go here, first period just underway. Blue Jackets and Spuds 0-0 on our morning semifinal here in Virginia. Isaiah Hildebrand centering out front for Whitaker Rewerts. Can't get to it, and moving out, John Owen brings it back in here for the Spuds. First time in for the Spuds here this morning, and fired over the top of the net by Braden Kwame. And the Spuds moving it back in. Picked up by Sunval. Sunval moving it back out here. And now it's Rewerts out at center ice and moved back in by Finn Paulson sending it in here. Sunval goes over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand through the center of the ice to gets it to Cole Swanson. Swanson with a shot right on net. Tipped by the goalie and end up in the corner. Swanson going to pick that up here, and Joey Gabardi into the corner trying to pick it up here as Moorhead moves it out with Dalton Chandler. Chandler sending it out with Jaden Evanstead as well in there. Now it's Gabardi, swings it, and it's picked up by Chandler. Chandler moving it back in. Chandler shot behind the net. Low shot down low. Back in there was number 6, William Bangy. Had a chance. And Benny Galley grabs this one. Picked up by Gabardi. Gabardi back over on the other side of Vessel. Vessel bringing it through center ice and dumps it back in here. And the Spuds can't control as Joey Gabardi moves it back in here. Gabardi along the half wall working behind the net. As Braden Rewerts in with him as well. Spuds Tyler Gass. And now it's picked up by Jonas Shulman. Shulman, tipped out to center ice, and Tyler Gast has a chance at it. Benny Galley trying to play it out of the air. Galley comes down with it, but held in by the Spuds. Braden Rewerts picks it up to Galley. Galley gets a bouncing puck, controls it, has Hunter Gustafson out front. Gustafson with a chance. Down low, another chance for the Blue Jackets there. A couple big saves for Hudson Ferry. Coming out, Brady Steffen moving it back in here. Steffen shot goes behind the net. Almost 5 minutes into this game, no score between the Blue Jackets and the Spuds. Sent in by Landon Krumpetich. Now back behind the net, Murray Beckerlig works it up along the half wall. It comes out to center. And I can't see the number 8, John Owen, working back in here for the Spuds. Back Braden Kwame. Had a hard time with that name last night. One of the parents from Moorhead came over and corrected me, and I was greatly appreciative of that. Because it doesn't look like Kwame on the program, number 12. So, but tip behind as Tate Swanson controlling it to Whitaker Rewerts, and now it's picked up here by Braden Kwame. Now Isaiah Hildebrand. Hildebrand sending it in front for Tate Swanson. And Whitaker Rewerts trying to put one in, and another big save by Hudson Ferry.
Good pressure by Hibbing there. Great opportunities, but Moorhead goalie playing very well so far. Shout out to Kempsla. They're up in Hibbing. Quentin McClellan playing with the Band of Bees in Baudette from Hibbing. And then a shout out to Clay and Station Swanson and family from New Jersey watching their nephews.
Yeah, thanks for those messages in. We appreciate that. You know, got people from all over sending messages in. We had somebody from Alaska watching last night, so that was cool. We had that afternoon game between Moorhead and Hibbing Chisholm. So 9:15 to go here in the first period of play. Blue Jackets Moorhead tied 0-0 in this morning semifinal here. Isaiah Hildebrand sends it back in, and back behind the net, Finn Paulson trying to pick it up. Now Tate Swanson, defended by Jaden Evanstead. Evanstead comes away with it. Evanstead moves it back up here, back to the center, up to Dalton Chandler. Chandler will backhander in. Shot over the top of the net by Jaden Evanstead. And sent in. Evanstead down low. Big save there for Gavin Lamphere. As they got the puck right in front of the net. Back the other way. Hildebrand slides it over in front, trying to get it over Whitaker Rewerts. And Ferry again covering that puck up.
Yeah, big saves for him so far early in this game to keep it 0-0. 8.5 minutes left to go in the first. Another one, shout out from Seattle. So people from all over the country watching some Peewee hockey.
This is our first time we've had Washington this year, too, as well. The state of Washington. I know we had Portland, Oregon earlier this year in a International Falls Hibbing Chisholm boys hockey game. And should have probably kept track of the different states that we had throughout the year.
Yeah, we've had plenty. We should get a map with some pins on it,
Yeah,
Randy.
have a big map of all the states that we're watching this in and different countries that we're watching. Sunville with a shot as he fired a shot in there. Picked up by Joey Gabarty, upper shelf goal! And the Blue Jackets lead this one 1-0.
Well, Randy, what a great shot by Gabarty, and how ironic. Ace Hendricks sends in a Saturday morning hockey. What could be better? Go Gabarty. Just as he does that, Joey Gabarty scores. 1-0 here. Joey Gabarty putting the team up by 1 with 8 minutes to go in the third period. Nice shot, Gabarty. I don't know who the assist on that was. I don't know if you got that, Randy.
Yeah, I didn't get the assist, so unless we can pick it up from the announcer, we might not be able to get it here. Yeah, not sure that I heard an assist on that. Sent wide of the net by Moorhead there. So coming out here, Kellen Elsner bringing it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Turned back the other way by Brady Steffen. Now it's picked up by Joey Gabarty. Gabarty sends it back in here, picked up by Kellen Elsner. Elsner around the D. Elsner moving in! Pass over to Cole Swanson. Just couldn't make that play continue.
Yeah, good vision by Elsner to almost hit Swanson on the back door.
And this is back on the point. Fired back in by Krumpetich. Now in front, Braden Reward sends a shot in there. And Moorhead will move it back out to center. Backed up Benny Galley. Benny Galley moving it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Ferry's going to leave it in the corner, and it's picked up by Jonas Schaumann. Gavin Schreiberger in the corner now with it. Mason McDonald helping out as Moorhead, same as Campbell, moving it out and just over the top of the net. Down low in front, planted out front was Braden Kwame, and they just couldn't get the pass to him. And there's a shot in the corner, shot from Oliver Carlson, back behind the net now with Braden Kwame. Kwame back to Carlson, out front for Kwame. Good chance for Moorhead here. John Owen keeping it in here. I'll pick up Kwame behind the net. Kwame trying to work it out front, and Blue Jackets Krumpetich picking it up. Now Benny Galley knocks it back in the corner. And now it's moved back in by Campbell. And now dump back in, picked up by Cale Carey. Sends it back in. Benny Galley picking it up here.
Good zone time for Moorhead here in the last minute.
And now it's picked up by the Blue Jackets. Little backhander, but Cole Swanson tipped him by Whitaker. Rewards.
No, I believe Tate got his own rebound.
Oh, Tate.
Yeah.
Yep. Tate's gonna get that one. I thought Whitaker.
Yeah, I did too, but
put that one in.
Tate falling down was able to get through his own rebound and put that away, making it 2-0 Hibbing. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first period, so Hibbing will go up 2-0 against this Moorhead team. Good morning from Spokane, Washington. Christine Strukel watching Jackson. Strukel, number 2 for Hibbing on defense.
Isaiah Hildebrand moves it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Ferry playing it and picked up by Strukel back in the corner, back behind the net here. Strukel back to Tate Swanson. And now it's Hildebrand trying to hold it in as the Spuds work it back out. Shot doesn't get through traffic from Dalton Chandler. Blue Jackets turn it back the other way. Swanson over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand out to Tate Swanson now. Swanson moving in. Shot goal. Tate Swanson has got his second of the game.
Yeah, and we talked earlier about this high-powered offense. This team, Hibbing Chisholm team, has put away about 350 goals, 325 goals so far this year. They're a very high-powered offense, so Moorhead's got to buckle down in their defensive zone. Swanson getting a second goal of the period, and Moorhead's going to take a timeout. I think a well-deserved timeout here. Coaches need to settle Moorhead down, tell them to stay home on defense, start blocking some shots.
And from more warmer places down in sunny Florida, from the Iozo daughters down there. Mallory and, sorry, I can't think of the other, other daughter.
Yeah, they're enjoying some warm weather down there. And Mallory, I got to know her a little bit. Had a great high school career here for Hibbing.
Yes.
For girls hockey all the way through, and then went on to Mankato. Did well down there in Mankato.
Yeah.
D1 school, so.
Helped with radio broadcasts with Doug Dietrich on WMFG. Covered a lot of Mallory's games throughout her high school career. She was a fun player to watch for Hibbing Chisholm.
Yeah, she sure was. Just dedication, the work ethic, and the time she put in on and off the ice.
Hildebrand sends in over the top of the net for Tate Swanson. Nice little setup. Whitaker Rewert's in there as well. And Vessel sends a shot in there. And now it's picked up by Rewert's, now Tate Swanson. Swanson back to Benny Galley. Shot a goal, Benny Galley.
Yeah, great opportunity. Great assist from Swanson to Benny Galley. Those three were swarming down low. Benny Galley was able to walk in, and as he does often, gets the shot off and making it 4-0. So great goal by Benny Galley. 4.5 minutes left in the first period. Hibbing up 4-0 to this Moorhead team.
Yeah, scoreless for the first 4.5 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden the Blue Jackets have put on a scoring machine here. Under 10 minutes to play here. With under 10 minutes to play, and now 4:24 to go here. 4-0. Blue Jackets. Elsner in the corner, along with Cole Swanson. Swanson back to Elsner, back to the point to Sunville with a shot on. Saved by Ferry in front as Cole Swanson picks it up. Going back over to Gabarty with a chance on goal. Shot right off of Ferry's pads and comes out here. Moorhead, Braden Kwame brings it back out to your center ice. Elsner has this one. Now moved around back. Campbell sends it back in here for Moorhead. Back over on the other side over to John Owen. Blue Jackets Cole Swanson picks it up here. Sunval and Cole Swanson gets back here. He'll bring it out to center. He's taken down on the play, so power play coming up here for Hibbing Chisholm. Elsner in! Elsner trying to make a move around the goalie. Gets in the corner, and Moorhead touches. This will bring on the power play for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, we'll get to see what they can do for 2 minutes here, as I believe it's a hooking call. Get the official word here. Number 12, slashing. Number 12, Braden, help me with that last name, Kwame?
Braden Kwame.
Kwame, thank you. He'll be 2 minutes in the box for slashing. Shout out to Jace Kempsel watching from Arizona. Jace is watching all his friends here play. Jace is down visiting some grandparents.
Tate Swanson back to Benny Galley, and he puts a shot right on. Big save for Hudson Ferry.
And Moorhead Bantam AA actually is over not too far away here in Rapids with our other live coverage. And they had an impressive win last night for Moorhead.
Yeah, and we've got live coverage of the semifinals in that Bantam AA region over in Grand Rapids. Blake Mortenson's got the live coverage of that one. And Benny Galley with a drive right on Benny Galley. Another chance. Shot wide of the net. Tate Swanson down low. Swanson trying to work it back in front. Swanson gets it back to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back to Swanson. Swanson back to Hildebrand, and he buries it for the 5-0 lead for Hibbing Chisholm.
Yeah, great goal. They were kind of
No goal. No goal.
no goal.
No. They're bringing it out. It must be a player in the crease or something.
Yeah, and all the way down. So definitely player in the crease. Number 15 for Moorhead, Cale Carey. He took a slap shot from Benny Galley in the ankle, and he went hobbling off. So hopefully he's okay. Yeah, so definitely player in the crease. Comes all the way down. 2.5 minutes left, and it'd still be a power play here. 1 minute and 20 seconds left of the power play.
Benny Galley bringing it back in here, picked up by Hildebrand. Isaiah Hildebrand brings it behind the net. Over to Whitaker Rewerts. Back to Galley. Galley in front. Shot for Tate Swanson. Ferry the save. Ferry made some big saves here in that quarterfinal victory over Crookston 4-3. And he's made some big saves here in this game as well. Benny Galley with a chance out front, tip in.
That's going to be Swanson.
Think Tate Swanson get that one.
Tate is going to get a hat trick here early on and making it 5-0 in the first period with 2.5 minutes remaining. So that will be a shorthanded goal for Swanson with a hat trick. Big game for him so far in the first.
So 2:30, 2:23. Sorry, Jake, go ahead.
Yeah, people are chiming in, watching from the hunting shack in Greenie, just north of here. I believe that was
Greenie. Yeah, it's Greenie from the hunting shack in Greenie.
Yeah, that is Kellen's sister up there watching. Also, Isaac Kolba chiming in. What time's the games? So I believe we have the bracket play online, but the winner of this game will be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, championship game. The loser will be at 6:45 tonight against the game we just did between Eveleth and Greenway. Eveleth was the winner there, so the loser will go on to play Eveleth this afternoon, 6:45.
And, of course, our next game after this one coming up here, live coverage at 12 o'clock. Braden Rewerts touches it here and sends it back in the corner. Mason McDonald back to Rewerts. Gustafson trying to touch it as Moorhead. Campbell moves it out in front of his net. Campbell bringing out to center. Knocks it out. Campbell gets the pass back from Owen. Campbell in! Shot on! Lamphere the save. Good chance for Moorhead there. As they definitely need to get one here. Sent out as at center. Rewerts touches it. And now it's backhanded back out here by Vessel.
That was one of Moorhead's better opportunity on that last shot. Good save by Gavin, but good pressure by the Moorhead Spuds here late in the first period. 1 minute to go.
Evans said back in here. Shot on. Rebound out front. Number 11, Dalton Chandler. And he buries it in the back of the net.
Yeah, big goal. Way to crash the net, and puck fluttered right over Gavin. So good opportunity for Moorhead to try to get back into this game. 45 seconds left in the first period. The score, 5 Hibbing, 1 to Moorhead. Randy, and I'm probably not the best cameraman. I'm doing the best I can, but I really get caught up in watching some of the action and even some of the coaches. So sorry if I miss some of the angles and some of the views, but I get easily distracted.
Sent in as Strukel back in along the boards here and held in by the Blue Jackets' Cole Swanson, but fired out by the Moorhead Spuds. This is Benny Galley with a drive on. Galley with a shot on. Big save there for Hudson Ferry. And now it's Oliver Carlson working it up as comes back out here. Number 8, John Owen back in. Owen with a shot on late in the period. And save for Lamphere. So 5-1 after 1 period of play. And Blue Jackets get on the board first with Joey Gabarty to make it 1-0. Then Tate Swanson comes back and makes it 2-0. Tate Swanson follows up to make it 3-0. And then Benny Galley makes it 4-0 for Hibbing Chisholm. And then Tate Swanson completing his hat trick here in his first period to make it 5-0. And then Moorhead getting a goal late in the period from Dalton Chandler to make it 5-1 after 1 period of play.
Yeah, this game is not by any means out of reach for Moorhead. If they can buckle down here, coach settles them down. First period is always kind of a feeling out period. They got to sit down, play their game, try to get a little more zone time, and just get shots on net.
Isaac Kolba sending a message in. I'm not sure if we answered this or not, but the winner of this game plays in the championship game for the North Regional Peewee tournament here in Virginia at 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and that game will be televised, and the winner here will be playing the winner of East Grand Forks Alexandria game. That game is at noon, so right after this, Alexandria, East Grand Forks. The winner of that game will go on to the championship to play the winner of this game. The bracket is on our Facebook page. You can follow it along. It is a double elim, so the loser of this game will go down into the lower bracket and get a chance to come around the back door. A few more games, but definitely doable.
All these two teams got here. Hibbing Chisholm getting the 12-4 victory over Warroad yesterday afternoon, and then last night Moorhead getting that 4-3 victory over Crookston. Here in this, that was our last quarterfinal game of the day yesterday.
Deborah Nelson saying good job to Hudson Ferry from Nana and Pop in Moorhead. Thanks for shouting out, and thanks for watching us all the way out in Moorhead. They're following along and watching their relative in the nets.
Yeah, Moorhead is a team I'm familiar with, especially their high school level team with Terry Cullen, longtime head coach at Moorhead, former International Falls alumni, and all their state tournament trips, and they continue to make state tournament trips for Moorhead here. Shot right on for number 16, Avery Cutter. Cutter had a couple goals last night in that 4-3 victory over Crookston. Had a chance to talk to him after the game. It's always it's been fun to do those player interviews. I'm not very good at it, Jay, but I like doing it.
Yeah, so if you don't follow along with us much, after the game we usually try to pick 1, 2, or 3 kids that have made impact on the game. Typically the winning team, but so stay tuned and follow those. It's fun to watch the kids. Somebody crashing in the net. It's always fun to watch those kiddos and see what they say, and it's a good opportunity for them to get in front of a camera. They get a little camera time,
right? Exactly. They get a little spotlight time. You know, it's in high school we just interview one player after the game, which is a lot easier. But when you got 3, you got to remember who they are, and if you've never done it before, then it's like, who am I talking to again here?
Yeah, but good opportunity for those kiddos to get a little camera time and get a little public speaking.
Sunval sends it to Joey Gabarty here at center ice. Gabarty going back to Strukel. Strukel sending it back over to Cole Swanson. He sends it back in here for the Spuds, or for the Spuds, Blue Jackets. Back behind the net as the Spuds will pick it up here. John Owen coming back the other way. Owen moving in. He has Kwame with him. Owen takes a shot on goal. And a save by Gavin Lamphere.
Yeah, Moorhead's seeming to settle down a little bit. They're getting the puck out of their zone, getting a few more shots on, and that's what they got to keep doing. The game is not out of reach for them. It's only 5-1. It's only early in the second, so settle down, get the puck out of your zone, and get some shots on.
Yeah, this is picked up by Tate Swanson now. Swanson going over to Whitaker Rewerts. Well, held in the corner, is picked up by Bangy. Bangy behind the net. Bangy trying to work it out front. Bangy a chance. Shot in there by number 7, Jaden Evanstead. And a save for Lamphere.
Shout out to Vicky and Marty Trenberth. They said they were watching. I talked to them last night, and if you're watching, they said they were going to be on at 10 o'clock here. So shout out to them. Thanks for watching Peewee hockey here.
Galley gets it over to Schweiberger. Schweiberger bringing out to center ice. Schweiberger knocks it up against the board, and it's picked up by Bangy. He sends it back in. Galley's going to pick this up. Galley works it to Braden Rewerts. Rewerts sending it ahead as Benny Galley's going to get this puck here and move it back in, but nice defensive play by Grady Hatari. And now it's back in the corner. Rewerts picking it up. Braden Rewerts, and now it's picked up by Grady Hatari. Hatari, 2 number 4s working for that puck with Braden Rewerts and Hatari. Now Hatari's got it. Along the boards as Moorhead will send it back out to center. Picked up and moved back in by number 11, Dalton Chandler. He's got that Moorhead goal in this game. Mason McDonald turns it back the other way. McDonald moving it along the boards. And held in now by Krumpetich. Sends it back in behind the net. Sunville on the other chance gets blocked down. Gabardi out front. Shot for Cole Sonson. Had a chance there. Bouncing puck in front of the net. It's impressive that how the puck can be bouncing and these players are able to pull that puck down out of the air and get control of it.
It is, Randy, and you got to think these are 12, 13-year-old that, I mean, they put a lot of time in, but it's impressive on what they can do, how they can skate, and the hand-eye coordination that these kids have.
Spud's trying to work it back in as Sunval moves it ahead to Joey Gabardi. Gabardi coming out here with over to Cole Swanson, and now it's picked up by Finn Paulson. Behind the net, picked up by Elsner. Elsner back in there for Cole Swanson. Now it's taken away down below by Elsner. Sends it back in the corner. Sunval with it. Sunval moving it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Dumped in now by Elsner. Back behind the net, Joey Gabardi. Gabardi trying to look for some Elsner out front. And it's taken away by Finn Paulson. Along the boards, it comes out to center ice. And Jackson Strukel trying to get to that puck is racing in. There was Murray Beckerlig that was number 12, Braden Kwame. Joey Gabardi back the other way. Gabardi for Elsner. Elsner, another chance is right off of Ferry's pad there. Benny Galley going over to Strukel. Now it's John Owen. Going to come out to center ice as Tate Swanson coming back in here for the Blue Jackets. Now it's picked up by Jonas Schauman. Now Tate Swanson grabs it. Swanson, Benny Galley is going to help out, get it back in the corner. Back for Whitaker. Rewerts! Rebound, loose puck out front. Tate Swanson, Isaiah Hildebrand picks it up. Isaiah working around, getting it back as Galley trying to get to it. As now it's Campbell trying to get it out here for the Spuds. Sent back in at the blue line here.
Yeah, that's a tough angle. We just can't get that angle there when they get in that.
Wrong side of the ice. If
Yeah.
we were on the other side, we could pick that up, but then we wouldn't get, the opposite side. But Isaiah Hildebrand and Tate Swanson, and fired out now by Campbell. Fires at the length of the ice, and this could be an icing. 9:30 to go here in a second period of play. Hibbing, Chisholm 5, Moorhead 1.
Scoring kind of settled down here after the first. Both teams kind of settling in.
Yeah, no scoring in this second period of play. Mason McDonald taking that draw against John Evanstead. Evanstead will bring it out to center. Evanston moving in. Evanston get around the D, and Mason McDonald's going to pick this up, but held in back in front. Evanston now. Evanston pressured by Sunville, slides it out front, and Moorhead not available to get home with it. Mason McDonald touches it, and now Chandler. Now McDonald gets control of it. He'll bring it back in here. Mason McDonald trying to go over to Braden Rewerts. Back to McDonald. Dolan back to Hunter Gustafson. Now Moorhead will move it out to center through William Bangy moving it in. Bangy with a shot on. Saved by Lamphere. Picked up now by Krumpetich. Krumpetich to Rewerts. Rewerts to Mason McDonald. McDonald moving it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets will change. Grady Hittari sends it ahead. There's Moorhead's got a little bit of a break on that Blue Jacket change. And Cale Carey sending it over. Now Kyler Gass back over to Carey. Now it's picked up by Cole Swanson. Swanson turns it back over to Gabarty. Now Kellen Ilzer picks it up. Kellen Ilzer behind the net. Elsner centering for Jackson Struckel's shot goal! I think Jackson Struckel's going to get that one.
Yeah, great pass from Elsner over to Struckel for a one-timer, and I believe that was a screen play, too. I don't think the goalie even saw that go in the net. Hudson, I don't think he had an opportunity to see that shot on, but nice goal for Jackson Struckel, making it 6-1 Hibbing with 7.5 remain in the second period.
Our first goal of the second period. Benny Galley moves it back in here for Elsner. Galley, Cole Swanson picking it back up here. And Moorhead turns it out with Kwame, but Blue Jackets keep it in with Gabarty. Benny Galley sends it back in deep. Atari. And the Spuds bring it out to center. Moving it back in is Campbell. Campbell going over on the other side. Had a chance for Braden Kwame.
Yeah, bouncing puck. He was there for the backdoor pass too, but it was just bouncing.
Benny Galley will move it out to center. Picked up by Kellen Elsner. Elsner moving it back in. Elsner in! Shot. And a save by Ferry. He's doing everything he can in this game as well for the Spuds. Benny Galley, and now it's moved back in. Brady Steffen. Now picked up by Benny Galley. Helping out is Vessel. Back over to Galley, and now moved out by Tate Swanson. Moving back in is Hatari. Hatari in. Shot on. Lamphere. Loose puck out front. Good shot by Lamphere because breaking in was Dalton Chandler of the Spuds.
Yeah, definitely seeing some pressure here every once in a while from the Spuds team. Oh, and we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a timeout by... Yeah, we're going to get a Hibbing timeout.
Okay.
That's didn't expect that, but that's what we've watched Pat quite a bit in the last few weeks, and I've watched him all year, and he's not satisfied even with a lead. We played that Eveleth game, and I believe it was running time, and he does not quit coaching. Talked to some of the players after the game, and they really got chewed out, and I believe it was a 12-4 victory. It was running time, and he still was not happy. He wants him playing at 100%, so he's probably got some words for this Hibbing team.
Yeah, so 6-1. Hibbing Chisholm leading Moorhead. 6:13 to go here in our second period of play. Don't forget we have 4 more games coming up here on Up North Hockey from the 2021 North Regional Tournament presented by Minnesota Hockey. 4 more games today, that is, and then we've got 3 tomorrow. We've got the 12 o'clock game And then we've got a 2 o'clock game. And then we have a 6:45 and an 8:30. Our next game will match is our second semifinal game of the day between East Grand Forks and Alexandria. That should be a good game between the Cardinals and the Green Wave.
Yeah, that one coming up right following this game at noon. Very important game between East Grand and Alexandria. Winner going on to the championship game tomorrow at 9. And the winner of this game will be moving on to the 9 o'clock championship game tomorrow as well. Hibbing up 6-1 against this Moorhead team. 6 minutes remaining in the second period.
All right. Yes, Jackson Strukel picking it up here. Isaiah Hildebrand works it to Whitaker Rewerts. Rewerts bringing it back in here for the Blue Jackets. Rewerts in. Shot goal! Upper shelf for Whitaker Rewerts. Right after the timeout, Blue Jackets come in with their 7th goal of the game.
Yeah, Coach Ioza must know his team. Yeah, and in one of the interviews we did, you interviewed one of the kids, and how'd the game go? Well, we weren't playing good. Coach yelled at us. We started playing better, and it must work.
Yeah.
Pat took a timeout, talked to the boys, and 10 seconds later, Hibbing will go up 7-1.
Powered by Waffles sends in a message. Go Moorhead. Keep playing hard, boys. That's a nice YouTube name. YouTube handle or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Powered by Waffles. I'd go for some waffles right now.
Yeah, as we were up very early, and I was trying to rush over here. I get halfway over here, Randy, and I just got stopped by a train, and I believe it was the longest train on the Iron Range. So I was running in a little hot for that 8 o'clock game.
Yeah, 8 a.m. bright and early here. We were here. We got 6 games, 4 games left after this. So another very busy day here. If I have a voice left by tomorrow morning, I'll be in good shape.
Well, then you got about 5 days to recover, and then you'll be down at State doing the State Peewee hockey tournament in Monticello next weekend.
Yeah, covering that for MN Hockey TV. Certainly looking forward to that coverage.
Yeah, so if anybody's interested, next weekend you will be covering the games, not on Up North Hockey, but on the a different website.
Yeah, MN Hockey TV and live coverage of the Peewee State Tournament in Monticello. Of course, Minnesota Hockey, MN Hockey TV will have the links available on their website for that tournament as well. And so certainly I'm excited about that opportunity coming up here next weekend.
Yeah, and Moorhead is going to go off 2 minutes for tripping. I didn't get the number on who went off, but puts Hibbing Chisholm on the power play here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Hibbing up 7-1.
Blue Jackets, Benny Galley going over to Sunval. Sunval back over to Galley. Galley fires it back behind. Shot! Goal! If Benny Galley sent a shot in there, and if Galley... Yeah, Benny Galley got that goal.
Yep, I believe so. I thought Moorhead had gloved it. I thought Hudson had it.
I thought he did too.
Yeah, it must have just jumped right out and over his glove, and Benny Galley is going to get credit for that goal with his second goal of the game, and that will be a power play goal. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Hibbing will go up 8-1.
Dump back in here by Oliver Carlson. In behind the net is Cale Carey. Carey in there. And now it is Cale Carey. Out front, Blue Jackets Vessel picking it up here and getting out. Kellen Elsner moving it back in here. Elsner back along the boards. Whitaker, or Joey Gobardi helping out down low as well. And now it's moved back out here. Gas back the other way. Gastineau with it. Gas going back on the other side. Shot placed in by John Owen. And it is Avery Cutter in the corner. Kellen Ilsner moves it over to Gabardi and picked up by Vessel. Now it's John Owen. Owen, little backhander back in the corner, picked up by Braden Kwame. 3:26 to go here in the second period of play. Blue Jackets lead 8-1 over the Spuds in our first semifinal of this tournament.
Randy, a special shout out to George and Linda Grasky watching from Wisconsin. Watching friends Isaiah Hildenbrand here tonight. And also a shout out to Trina Bungardner watching Whitaker, saying great job. So lots of viewers all day today. And we had quite a few of this morning game, even early at 8 o'clock. We had the Evelyn Mesabi East game against Greenway. Greenway doing a good job, but Evelyn definitely outplaying them late in the third, taking the victory. So Evelyn moves on to play later on this afternoon.
Yeah, 80 viewers in that game this morning as well. So thanks for all those people that got up bright and early with us for that first game.
And Randy, tomorrow will be the last tournament day in this building.
Yeah, the finale here at the Brie Cupoletti Arena. The Miners Memorial Building will be coming down here later this spring, early this summer. As this will be it. Both the this arena and the back arena, both are coming down as they'll have two brand new sheets of ice in their new facility here in Virginia. So, an end of an era. A lot of good memories in this old historic building arena here.
Yeah, and very fitting that it'll be your last. Oh, Benny
right
Galley.
in front. Benny Galley clears
Able
it
to
out
save
there.
a goal.
As Krumpetich will touch it there. Is sent back in with Bangy.
Kaz Carlson watching as well, saying who's winning. Hibbing's up 8-1, Kaz.
Braden Rewert's coming down 2-on-1 with Mason McDonald. McDonald trying to get over. Rewert's trying to get over to McDonald. And now it's picked up by Brady Steffen. And McDonald sends it back in. Braden Rewert's behind the net.
Yeah, as I was saying before we had that excitement in that play, kind of fitting that your last game on Up North Hockey will be the last one in this arena.
Right. Yeah.
Very memorable for you.
Yeah, kind of way to go out, right?
Yeah.
As I'll be moving down to Southern Climates next year with, or later on this summer, June or July, we'll be moving down to Atlanta, Georgia. So stay tuned. Maybe next year, Jay, I'll start Down South Hockey. You never know. Start a website, brand new Twitter and upside Instagram with those teams down there. So certainly going to miss Minnesota hockey and youth hockey and high school hockey here in the state, and it's been fun. I've been involved with youth hockey and hockey on the radio and streaming the last couple of years. Back since started back on the radio back in 2006, 2007. So been a long run. Jackson Strukel sending it back in as Sunval touches it, and Moorhead will send it back in here as Jackson Strukel gets it out as playing for it at center ice. Strukel picks it up here. We have exactly 1 minute to go here in our second period of play. Blue Jackets leading this one 8-1 over Moorhead. Kellen Elsner. Elsner picked up by Whitaker Rewerts. Rewerts moving it back in. Rewerts picked up now by Gabardi, and now Moorhead moving back in their own end of the ice. Back in there is Campbell. Now come Gabardi, who hits the side of the net. Gabardi had a chance. Now it's Hildebrand. Now it's Kwame. 25 seconds to go. Hildebrand. Isaiah gets separated now, going across over to Benny Galley. Galley shot in. Picked up by Whitaker Rewerts to Tate Swanson. Back to Whitaker Rewerts. What a play there Tate Swanson. Back to Benny Galley. Benny Galley over the top of the net there. And that's going to do it here for period number 2.
Yeah, great period for Hibbing. I thought Moorhead started picking it up early in the first, or early on in the second. Able to get a lot of zone time towards the end of the second. But the game is not over yet. Moorhead, there's going to be a break here and see what we can do in the third.
So 3 goals scored in that second period. Blue Jackets make it 6-1 from Jackson Strukel. And then the Blue Jackets make it 7-1 from Whitaker Rewerts. And the Blue Jackets had a power play goal from Benny Galley, his second of the game, to make it 8-1. And that is where we stand after 2 periods of play. So you are watching the 2021 Minnesota Hockey Peewee 8 North Regional Tournament. This is a semifinal game. Semifinal game number 1 of the day. Giving Chisholm 8, Moorhead 1. After 2 periods of play, we'll be back with third period action coming up next here on Up North Hockey.
The Rick Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hot G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cotton windscreen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake.